what's up for today?
All right, so we're gonna explore the whole spectrum of steaks today, right? So we're gonna do some different techniques with the sous vide, as well as with the cast iron skillet, and then we're also gonna be exploring the high end of steaks. So we got the aged Wagyu, and then we're gonna also be looking at doing some comparisons of a New York strip steak, and then we're taking it down to some good old-fashioned chuck beef. We're gonna pop up and make it to a nice little steak as well.
And then we got one extra, something special.
One little special. We're gonna try some Iberico, pork skirt steak. So try something new.
See, this is not like a pork chop. This is basically it's red meat. It looks exactly like a skirt steak would, but you know, I'll go into detail about why Iberico is special and what makes it taste different and what characteristics like.
Yeah, we're gonna try all that out and see, you know, put together a little something to eat on.
Little chuck, little skirt. And then we got Steve with us, special guest.
What's up?
Today.
What's up?
Steve the Grilling Dad. He's the sous vide specialist.
Yes.
And,
you set the temperature, what you want it to. So usually steaks, I eat it medium. I guess that's a question I should have asked you guys. How do you want the steaks? So I let it go. Once you set the temperature, it keeps the water at that constant temperature throughout the whole time. It doesn't really go up or down. So that means the meat never goes above the temperature you set it to.
So this is set right now for 125 degrees?
Yes.
And it will never go above that?
Correct.
How do we go from basically what would look like a boiled steak to a nice crust? You know, like where do we get the bite from?
That's where you have to choose your method. There's two ways to do it, which we'll talk about. You got your cast iron, hot cast iron, and then we also got your torch. Just torch it with a nice flame and you get it to a nice...
Torch,
yep.
Burn it,
get
the crust
get
on
that
there.
Crust.
Are you putting seasoning on before you actually sous vide it? After? Are we doing it both?
We're doing it before. So you're gonna do the seasoning, get some butter,
so
get in a nice vacuum sealed bag.
A vacuum sealer here, the vacuum sealed bags. Got a little rosemary.
Got some garlic, salt. I like keeping it simple with, and you can't go wrong. And then after when it's done, and it's basically gonna go in that vacuum sealed, in that hot bath for how long you want it to. You don't have to worry about overcooking steaks.
You saying it can stay in this bag all day long?
I've kept it in there for like 6 hours.
As you guys see, 125. Sous vide's doing this thing, getting the water up to temperature. The steaks will then go inside the vacuum sealed bag, already pre-seasoned. When they come out, we'll torch them, get a nice crust, and that'll be one New York strip steak as a test, and then one piece of chocolate in there.
So this is your standard grocery store Angus beef chuck steak with bone in, right? So
like we grew up on this. This was like the cheap steak that our parents could afford. Just to say we had steak for the week.
Exactly, and I'm like looking at it as like, as long as it's seasoned well, it tastes great. It's got the nice marbling. You can cut it down. Now for the price of what I would have paid for probably maybe one steak, I could probably get about 3 or 4 steaks. So this is how they started thinking. The same thing. It's like you need to feed a family. So that's all.
For people that consider it just like an inedible because of the way it looks, because it's chuck, you can get around all that intramuscular fat. You can get around some of these thick portions of cartilage, and you know you have several eyes that are in that chuck.
Yeah, and a lot of this is really the work you're really willing to do with it too, because half the time you just want a butcher to cut it up and everything into pieces for you, and you're going to be able to take the pieces and cut it the same way you want. You got some different type of things. Some are bone in, some don't, and you know you can kind of, but at least the flavors and the fat, so that's all throughout there. So that's gonna go through it. It's not too lean, and it comes out great. So we're gonna try it out today and see how it goes with our rum pair.
Let's get this going. camera's following me. I usually cut off this type of skin because it's like fibrous and it's just chewy. I don't even know. Yep, there we go. Now we got our vacuum sealed. So we got salt, pepper, garlic, butter, rosemary. Low temperature to 120 just so that we can go more of a medium rare. So essentially, you just place that in there and that's it. So, and you just leave it there as long. So this is where the fibers get broken down. The longer you keep it there, the more tender it's gonna be. So that's why this is my go-to when I was working more from home. I could just set this up like midday, and then when it comes dinner time, and then I could just put that, sear it, and then just dinner is ready. And it's just tender.
We're getting extreme marination, we're getting extreme tenderness. So long, slow cook at a low temperature. And once we are ready with the other steaks that's gonna come out, we'll sear it with the torch and
Yep.
game time. So to recap, we got our New York strip. Ron did some fucking magic over here. Does not look like what it is. That's just a chuck. We have the American Wagyu, and then we have the Iberico pork. So these are going to be our cast iron. The two thicker cuts we're going to rest in the oven after we pan sear them. The two thinner cuts, the chuck and the Iberico, those are going to be butter based and cast iron. I can imagine that Iberico will go really well with smoke. What was that? Bacardi?
Mm-hmm. Oh, with the Bacardi Black.
There's a garbage at.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Always pat dry my meat because nobody wants steamed meat. Like, you got to get all that liquid out of there. You don't want when you put it on the grill, you don't want the water to start steaming and just steam your meat.
So we're just using just an oil that'll just be the binder.
You can use whatever you want. I got people who use mustard. I like Worcestershire sauce.
That garlic.
Season this, like, just don't be afraid to add the salt, the pepper, the garlic on
Now
it.
you tell us if you're the same way when it comes to seasoning, or even doing like family recipes. You don't really measure, or do you measure?
No.
I do not measure.
Are you going by your senses, your smell, the way it looks when you have
when it's seasoned the meat, I go by the way it looks.
Mhm.
You want to be generous and then just make sure you get everywhere.
Like everything,
Let
full
the-
coverage
You
on
want
it
every bite
to have that flavor. Yep.
Let the ancestors guide you.
So that's basically it to when I do steaks. I'm not touching that one. I'm gonna leave it to the experts to do that one. So
All right.
So, Ron, feel free to
toss me a glove
up.
Yeah.
It, it should be very steak-like. It's a skirt cut. It should be very tender, moist, and juicy, and give you all the things that you're looking for from a skirt, just a little bit more rich.
Yeah, we'll just do the same seasoning profile. We're experimenting together with y'all, and we're gonna find out. We'll have some more. We'll be able to answer that question when we're all
Very
done.
shortly, yeah. So that one will probably go into the pan as 2 pieces.
Yeah,
we're gonna
break out the
if it's about
real knife.
if it's about 18 now, it'll probably shrink down to half. So
Yeah, you want me to cut it in half?
Yeah.
That way we can
It's
have
it's already tender. This is gonna be insane.
Wow. No, this is gonna be something else. We have our chuck, our bodega wagyu. Yeah, there's
Bodega
our bodega wagyu, right? Because we came from our ramen noodle days with oodles of options. This is where we all started off from, and now we elevated. We done got degrees. We done move on up. We talk about the wine that we drink, and now we drink eat fancy.
Matured.
And we got some American Wagyu, right? Because the one of my pet peeves, every time I'm watching people cooking steak, I'm like, stop turning it so much. Just let it do its thing, right? Yeah. So what do you think? Should I give it a flip or?
Yeah. Because that initial heat was hot. Yeah, and that's what you want to see.
There you go. That's what we're looking for. And I'm just trying to, like I said, tuck it on the corner. So that way everything is cooking with this as well. So
I think at the end of the day, it's about marbling. Like you mentioned, the one you chose had a lot of marbling, so you know it has a lot of flavor. If you could eat it, and I tried it, I was like, it's the most amazing thing ever.
It gets almost like chicharron or like crispy.
Yep.
It'll get a nice little crunch, but then it's also tender.
But yeah, you got to make sure you get that sear on the fat to render it down. You don't want chewing gum type stuff going on.
Or have like that. Now this portion right here, you're not gonna be able to bite through that. That's just like a hard cartilage. But this cap on the side,
the stuff on the edge,
on the edge,
and the good part is that's gonna. But we're able to cook that part's gonna is gonna catch the brunt of the heat, so it's gonna cook down, caramelize, and be real. It's a good cured cast iron, so it's gonna get all the flavors within it as well.
I actually tried making steak in a non-stick pan before. I don't recommend it. It does not work.
You gotta get it.
all the bits and pieces, that heat, that char.
Yep. Nicely. And then I think we'll be. Candy.
This is gonna go in the oven. Finish those off. Our sous vide steaks are cooking nice, unbothered.
It's been an hour so far.
Have another hour to go before those are done. That'll be our last bite. That's our New York strip and our chuck. Goes. We're back down in the test kitchen. The sous vide is about ready to come out. It's been sitting in there under 25 degrees. It's reached 125 internal temperature. Once these come out, we'll bring it over to join their cast iron counterparts and do our taste by taste comparison. You have our cast iron. And then over here we have the sous vide, which are now resting approximately 10 minutes, right, Steve?
Yep.
Once these are rested, you take them out and they get dried.
We pat dry them, and then sear them, torch them, cast iron, whatever we decide. Today we're gonna torch them. But yeah, should be good.
That's it.
And that's,
And despite how this looks coming out the sous vide, these are fully cooked.
yep. So right now, the sous vide, the temperature of the water does not go over 125. So the internal temperature of this does not go over 125 degrees. So you could have this sitting in there all day.
Osmosis. That's science.
So we want that liquid because once that heat touches it, it's gonna turn into steam. Like, I mean, I don't know if you could see this. This thing is like falling apart already. Like, it's tender.
Tenderism. Yeah, tenderism.
And now, it's all about the crust. So you just get that going.
So this is gonna be our montage.
Snap, crack, pop. Good?
Yeah.
Tongs here.
No, I just realized I didn't have to hold this the whole time. I just had to click it and it starts. That's it. That's awesome. Makes this even better.
Yeah, but it's so fatty. It's
All right, I think I'm good. Oh.
Circle here. It's finally done. It's rested. As you can see, all the juices are here. They've spread throughout the meat. We are going to try this now. And forgive me for having these tongs while I cut. I just wanted to use the knife. You know, I usually don't, fuck with the knife. But this thing was just... What is that, Game of Thrones?
it's like treated just like steak, so we'll...
And the other thing is, normally with pork, you can't eat pork with the pink, right?
Right.
We've all been raised to let it go white, but because of this cut, I do know you could actually cook it a medium rare. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give us some little bite-sized pieces that we can go in with. You just get in there and try it. Doesn't have to be too orchestrated. I'm just gonna cheers it.
All right. So first time at Barico. All right, cheers. Oh boy, I'm greedy. Got two.
Well, guess you just taste pork, but
Mm-hmm.
definitely not the same. Not really good though.
You know, I mean, I feel like I want to finish it off a little bit more. Do they need some more salt?
No, I think the seasoning is great. I think it could actually take more of a char.
Say less, my brother. That's what we got the tools for.
Yeah, I would actually like more crunch on that,
On the
edges.
flip it. This torch, we're cooking at a nice high heat, so it's...
Yeah, these pigs aren't like, they're not raised like American pigs. The Iberico pigs aren't given scraps. They're not given grain. They're literally only fed acorns, and they're. Have you ever seen the Indian cows or the Japanese cows that are fed like beer and like really high fat diet?
Like olives and things like that. Now, yeah.
This is how the Iberico pigs are treated. So they're
all right. So now we can try.
A very nutrient rich. You don't have to worry about parasites and worms and all the dirty things that are normally associated with the pork.
Cut this bit. All right. So now, I got a little bit more crisp on it.
Mm-hmm.
That definitely rendered through some more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. We're sampling.
So I'm not going to say that it's a steak. Not a steak at all. However, you're not going to get a traditional pork chop slice or something that's going to taste like this. This is its own thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a new flavor.
It is. That's so weird.
Because
it doesn't have like...
Not shoulder, it's not butt, rib, yeah.
Okay. Definitely something to try some different cuts of this and see what the difference is.
And you do have
episode. We're having a Iberico pork episode.
There you go. That's a great way to jump in and.
All right, let's do that. Let's do. So we got this. There's our specialty food item.
Mm-hmm.
We got a specialty rum item. Here, let me try it. See how this tastes together. You want to try it cold ice or
really good?
No, just neat like this, right? Okay. Now, all right, let's do some more test items here.
Let's get into that thick, fatty one.
Yep, I'm gonna get a couple slices of this here.
I'm interested because a lot of what I've read up on is you'll get some of that nuttiness, and I'm hoping that it's in that fat, that thicker piece. Just to see how much it really actually comes through.
And there's a thicker piece too. It's a little bit. We'll find out that this one has has a little bit not cooked totally, say way through, but I can torch them up a little bit.
Yep. Make some crackling out of it.
No, I think he's finding a reason to use that torch.
Oh yeah, this is a good excuse. Whatever it's up, more fire.
Sorry guys, I'm not greedy. I got my metas on, all right? So I'm getting my close-ups.
This is like creme brulee, flambe. Okay. I got a piece that's still pink there.
Yep.
Definitely a lot more flavor to it. So kind of the same as you have the same struggles with a skirt steak. There's that fine line.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to push it to be overcooked.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it definitely, but it's a lot more flavorful with the more meat. So the thicker cut.
Oh yeah.
So now, all right, now I'm gonna try one here with the rum. Oh man.
The way the fat kind of leaves your palate ready to get all that spice and all that sweetness from the rum is like the perfect salt and sweet.
Yeah.
That
contrast, right? Because
when
we first had it, I didn't get that. You agree? I don't know if you got all the sweetness, but now having that extra salt and all that flavor and that fat from the pork.
The umami from that opens up your palate a little bit more.
So this is like, for me, what I would relate it to is when we go to Guatemala, we'll get something called widow, which is basically, it's like old cow meat. It's meat from an old cow, but it's cheap and you can get a lot of it. So when you're having like a barbecue or a family function, everybody can eat. So we get the widow meat and we grill it outside and we drink like Bacardi Gold or like any kind of like a dark rum, not necessarily aged. This is just grilled meat, drinking rum, right? And just real simple. Yep. This is like this reminds me, and this gives you like just something else that you can add to that. It's not extremely expensive. It's not, too hard to find. But if you just want a simple, like we're outside smoking cigars, playing cards, you're not trying to make a whole meal, get this, some rum on like a nice spring summer day. This is it, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think slice it up. Put some salt on there afterwards.
Yep.
Put it on a plate.
That's all you
Play
need.
some dominoes.
Right, exactly.
That's good. You guys just introduced me to a new piece of meat.
Pause.
It's the fun part of all of this, right? Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
Wow! Wow!
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Tasting again.
So we did our low end Bacardi Black with our Chuck. Now we can do our high end. Or do you want to do Bacardi Black with the strip?
No, we do the high end, and then we could do it with the high end with the Wagyu and that your strip, or just or do the high end with the Wagyu and then do the sous vide versus the other one with each other, right? So anybody need more of something?
This is good on that.
We're ready for black. I'm ready to more black. So I'm good with this.
Okay, you good on the XO?
Hold on. Did I mix the black with the XO?
I think you did.
I think it did, unless I took your black cup.
No, I had them. All mine were over here.
Yeah, then I mixed.
Okay. So you want XO?
Just fine. In a new cup.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. All right.
All right.
So now we have our high-end rum. Okay, we have our Zacapa XO Guatemalan rum. And we are going to be pairing this up with our high-end steak, which is the American Wagyu. And
ribeye. So
Wagyu ribeye.
Definitely a tasty steak in and of itself. And I'm
Ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Well, dive in as I talk. That one was done in cast iron.
Piece you wanted.
It was butter basted. We put it back in the oven. You said around 350,
Yeah.
which is kind of on the high side, but you want to put it in there just to kind of let it get the overall heat into it, let it rest. While it rested, it went a little further into medium to medium rare, which is absolutely fine. But we're gonna do this comparison now and. And exactly how it should be. Nice and tender. A little bite back. But extremely rich and juicy. These fatty pieces here with the butter, which I just dropped. So I'm going to grab another one. Fat, I should say. Crispy on the edges. Nice and salty. Char, you can see the rosemary, you can see the pepper and the salt that's in there.
I'm just enjoying this.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have a little rum.
It's a little more cooked than I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
That flavor, the tenderness, everything is still there. I'm still not an issue for me.
Yep. I'm glad I didn't mess this up with a A5. Right. For my first American Wagyu tried it, I'm like, I might feel a little bit better, but for what it is, yeah, I think this is even helping the rum get better as well. Like everything, the same way the complexity, the things you learn when you're cooking as chefs and things that you're putting together is the same care that the distillers are putting into these products. So the dining experience when you're mixing the two together. I hear my mom saying, "Don't talk with your mouth full," in the back of my mind, but that's really good.
A little bit more. Let's get breakfast for this. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, right. I'm like trying to I'm getting greedy.
Yeah, the edges on that are my favorite pieces. They're nice and. It goes great with the rum. We've already explained the rum. We've rated the rum. We've already found out how the saltiness and the flavor of the meat itself lends itself to opening up the characteristics of the rum.
This is the part of the show we just get to enjoy it all because there's all the work, everything we put into it. Now we're just having fun. All right, so now
this will be a 3-time speed montage.
We'll do a quick last one of a moss sauce taste. All right, I'll cut these guys into the more sample. Well, what's funny is when we were like doing research and trying to figure this, it was like even like Googling it don't even come up with like steak and rum that come together.
And but it works.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Conspiracy theory. The wine industry just took over the steak.
Mm-hmm. I don't want you ordering wine when you're at the steakhouse. And that is also like even kind of like one of the things that part of the mission of stuff we're exploring. What we're doing is we actually want to show the love to the craft that is in the rum that we're running into, because we all have gone through our phase where we are whiskey, bourbon, scotches, right, and they're held in high esteem for what they have to offer in terms of spirits, but we're finding that the rums stand up just as well,
yeah,
and can be in the same ways that we're looking at how we're pairing them. We're looking at them the same way that we can. That some of the craft that and you've got so much more of a variety to pull from, right? Because you've got the entire Caribbean, you've got Central South America, and even some North America, which we'll probably discover as well. But you have half a hemisphere that has their own different flavors and different influence on how to make rum, and and then it's historical significance too. So that's that's kind of like we got plenty of content to make to figure it all out. So we'll do that.
I guess that's a good point. It's from the Caribbean, steak's not big in the Caribbean like that. So
True.
therefore, that's why you wouldn't think.
Probably, yep. Yeah, we probably have more seafood, things of that nature that
Exactly.
you normally run into.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
So
All right, it's
that was
time.
Wagyu. And then our last steak comparison is that sous vide strip versus that cast iron butter based strip.
Mm-hmm.
And dig in.
All right. Let's do it.
I'm just
I love the end pieces.
Right? I'm telling you, it's a cheat code.
I'm gonna cut some more of this one up.
you can see perfect medium rare.
Yep.
Juices all stayed within, they didn't spread out.
Mm-hmm.
This is the sous vide bite. It's absolutely excellent.
Super juicy still. Easy to cut through.
And I believe it's going to be the same thing with this one, where torching it at the end does achieve a little bit of a crust, but if you're confident in putting it into cast iron to really get a crust on it,
Yeah.
that's what's really going to put it over the top.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a little timid and you don't want to overcook it and you really want your steak to be a perfect medium or medium rare, torch it.
Torture.
Get your edges crusty, get that a little extra additional fat rendered down and crusty. Hit it with the salt at the end, and it's going to be the perfect bite.
Okay. Now we're gonna try this up against here. Okay.
And once again, as this sat and it rested, it went a little past medium, but that's all right. It's not too tough to eat, still a little soft. With this, you want to want the juices. If you have extra juices, this is something that you're going to find yourself, or your moss sauce. I'm just going to expedite, go right to moss sauce.
This is if you make a mistake like I did on this one, it's all right. Put some more sauce. It's like your A1 to fix it all up.
Listen, it's the test kitchen for a reason. If you mess up, try again. There's just more steak for you and the family.
Mm-hmm.
Make some good chopped cheese with this. Chop it up.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's good though. The flavor for all of these, I feel, have been consistent.
Yeah.
That salt, pepper, garlic, butter,
Mhm.
rosemary.
Yep, can't go wrong with any of that.
So as far as that goes, it doesn't matter what process you do, the flavor is going to be there.
A little fat, a little extra fat.
For sous vide, I feel like we had to salt it afterwards. Cast iron, I don't think we had to.
It was good out the box.
Yeah,
like
stayed.
that was
It all
as is.
stayed.
So yeah, I think one of the points of this whole thing is learn as you go. So
Mm-hmm.
just gotta remember salt after sous vide, all of them. So
Yeah, then and it
yeah.
cooked into the butter
yeah,
and all that. That's salted as well, so that's added in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Which then you could always even butt baste this after it's done. You know what I mean? To just
that's good.
Super hot cast iron, a lot of butter. Sear it off when you come out.
Boom.
Either coarse sea salt, or you can grind up some pink Himalayan. I think that was a good,
My first time doing pink
Pink
salt,
Himalayan,
it
mhm.
works.
mhm.
I usually do sea salt or coarse salt.
Oh yeah,
but it absolutely goes.
that all
So,
works.
You've had them
Right.
here, or you've seen us try them out. New York strip.
Yep.
It's a perfect happy medium if you need something quick. If you feel like treating yourself for friends and family and you want to go for that American Wagyu, it's not too expensive. That ribeye costs how much?
About $50.
About $50. So it's definitely a treat on that. But then you got the cheat code of the sous vide, which means you can take that New York strip, or you can take that less expensive cut, that choice cut as opposed to that prime cut, throw it in the sous vide for 2 hours or more while you're at work or working from home, pull it out, sear it to finish it off. You
Yeah.
have your veggies on the side, and perfect steak.
Cook it all in the same cast iron skillet. You know, that butter sauce. Cook your vegetables out. Like we always say, we season the vegetables as well.
And some
Put all
Brussels
that in
sprouts, a
there,
little
some
bit
Brussels
of
sprouts, a little
tallow and stuff.
some bacon. Put
Wow.
that in there too. It'll be all right. And then you kind of cook all that. You can all the goodness, all this goodie, all these goodies are still in the pan. All these goodies, you just keep add that to the layers of your vegetables and everything, and then the whole dish you're gonna have is gonna have all of that flavor together. So every bite's gonna be excellent.
So there you have it. You've got our rum suggestions. We went through 3 of them today. You saw how we did our steaks, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you try some at home. And as always, give us your suggestions, give us your tips, your tricks, and we'll try them out. Maybe you'll see it on the next episode.
Yeah, so this is, like every time, this is the Don Ron Show. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.